Heyo, it's DJ Crisco, and I have a fairly interesting and musical idea to talk about today, and that is the idea that throughout history, musicians and otherwise have been sharing or stealing ideas with or from each other. Now, this is shown in several ways, from style to actual music, but oddly enough is not considered a big deal the majority of the time. The first type of this sharing involves the borrowing of an individual artist's musical style for a tribute or otherwise. Panic at the Disco's newest album, Death of a Bachelor, released in 2016, has two songs that draw from the style of Frank Sinatra. The first, Death of a Bachelor, was described as a tribute to Sinatra by the band's leading man, Brendan Urie. And the second, titled Impossible Year, is stylistically very similar to Sinatra's music.
There's no sunshine this impossible year, only black days and sky gray and clouds full of fear and
Marvin Gaye by Charlie Puth, featuring Meghan Trainor, was released on February 10th, 2015, where it peaked in several countries, although not in the United States' charts. Marvin Gaye references themes and styles from Marvin Gaye songs, as well as referencing the artist himself, which surprisingly didn't bring up any lawsuits from the Gaye estate. The second type of sharing involves artists taking portions of songs and turning them into entirely different songs. Maroon 5 does this with Good Night, Good Night, off of their second album, It Won't Be Soon Before Long, released in 2007. The intro riff from Good Night, Good Night is identical to that of Three Doors Down's hit song, Kryptonite's main riff. And then the song takes a refreshingly different change.
You left me hanging from a thread we once swung from together.
There are also thousands of songs where chord structure, key, and time signature are very similar, if not the same. But there are so many instances of these similarities that almost no one notices anymore. One of these instances is between Katy Perry's Roar and Sarah Bareilles' Brave, which are not only similar in the above three ways, but they also have very similar song meanings. Another case of this type of sharing comes in the form of Macklemore and Ryan Lewis's hit Downtown, which was released on August 27, 2015, where the music producing duo stole the chord structure from The Safety Dance, written by Men Without Hats, for their verses, and the chord structure from the Jackson 5's hit I Want You Back, for Downtown's chorus there. In one of the few cases of musicians caring about music theft, Vanilla Ice stole the entire bass line from Queen and David Bowie's hit Under Pressure and justified doing so by changing the rhythm slightly.
Yo, Vanilla, kick it one time, boy!
And adding a hi-hat into the mix. Queen reacted by pressuring Vanilla Ice into settling the infringement, discreetly and without any court cases, which likely costed Ice a small fortune. Artists such as Lupe Fiasco and Pitbull also remix entire songs that are basically the same. This is done by Fiasco with The Show Goes On, released on October 26, 2010. Just 6 years after the original song, Float On, was released by Modest Mouse on Valentine's Day 2004. Pitbull remixed the song Time of My Life, originally recorded by Bill Medley and Jennifer Warner for the movie Dirty Dancing, starring Patrick Swayze and Jennifer Grey, in his hit Time of Our Lives. final type of sharing occurs often when artists cover other artists' songs, and this is usually done with the consent of the original artist or the owner of the rights to the original song. Maroon 5 covered Alicia Keys' hit If I Ain't Got You in a live performance where Adam Levine gave a shout out to Keys.